Ever feel like your relationships are more of a roller coaster than a peaceful journey? Well, today, we're diving into the calm waters of Stoic philosophy to help you navigate your relationships. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, is not just a dusty relic of the past, it's a practical toolkit for the modern world, offering powerful insights into managing emotions and expectations. Think about it. How often do we let our emotions dictate our reactions in relationships? Stoicism teaches us to embrace a different approach. It encourages rational understanding and acceptance of what we can control and what we can't. This can be a game changer in relationships, helping us manage our expectations and responses more effectively. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Stoicism has much more to offer. So buckle up, we're about to uncover 5 Stoic habits that can lead to healthier relationships. The first Stoic habit is acceptance, a simple yet powerful tool. You see, Stoicism teaches us the importance of recognizing the things we cannot control. And one of those unchangeable facets of life is the behavior of others. It's a common source of conflict and resentment in relationships when we wish for others to act differently or to fulfill our expectations. But Stoicism urges us to shift our focus. Instead of trying to change others, we should work on accepting them as they are. This doesn't mean we condone harmful behavior, but rather, we let go of the frustration that comes from wanting to control the uncontrollable. The result? Less stress, less conflict, and healthier relationships. It's about understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles, and that their actions are often a reflection of their struggles, not ours. Embrace acceptance, and you'll find the path to peace in your relationships. Next up is emotional responsibility, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Now, what do we mean by emotional responsibility? It's about recognizing that our emotions are our own. They're not caused by external events or other people, but by our own judgments and perceptions. You see, we are the architects of our emotional landscape, and that's a powerful realization. In the context of relationships, emotional responsibility can be transformative. When we understand that our feelings are generated internally, we can communicate more effectively. Instead of blaming our partner for making us feel a certain way, we can express our feelings honestly, without pointing fingers. We can say, "I feel upset," instead of, "You made me upset." This understanding fosters empathy, deepens connection, and diffuses potential conflicts. It encourages us to question our perceptions and to seek understanding rather than assigning blame. That's the power of emotional responsibility. By taking emotional responsibility, you're taking control of your relationships. The third Stoic habit we're exploring is living in the present. This is a powerful principle in Stoicism. It's about fully immersing yourself in the here and now, not getting stuck in yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries. It's about understanding that the past is a memory, the future is a mystery, and the present is a gift. That's why it's called present, right? When you live in the present, you can truly savor each moment. You deepen your connections, enhance your enjoyment, and cultivate a richer appreciation of your relationships. You see, when you're present, you're not just physically there. You're emotionally and mentally engaged. You're actively participating in the conversation, in the laughter, in the shared experiences. Living in the present also means accepting and appreciating things as they are, not as we wish them to be. This can lead to healthier and more satisfying relationships, as you focus on the beauty of now, rather than the shadows of what was or the illusions of what could be. Remember, the present moment is all you truly have. Savor it. Our fourth Stoic habit is objectivity, a critical lens for viewing our relationships. Diving deeper into this concept, objectivity is the quality of being able to see things as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. It's about stripping away the layers of personal bias, emotional baggage, and preconceived notions. It's about seeing the world, and our relationships, in their pure, unvarnished state. This may sound a bit harsh, even clinical, but in reality it's one of the most liberating habits you can cultivate. So, why is objectivity so important to Stoicism? The Stoics believed that our understanding of the world is often clouded by our emotions and desires. These emotional responses can distort our perception of reality, leading us to see things not as they are, but as we want them to be. And when it comes to relationships, this can lead to misunderstandings, unrealistic expectations, and ultimately, disappointment. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone who's consistently late. You might interpret this habit as a sign of disrespect, leading to feelings of anger and resentment. But if you approach the situation objectively, you might realize that your partner's tardiness isn't about you at all. Perhaps they're just disorganized. Or maybe they're dealing with issues that make time management difficult. Sure, it's still a problem, but it's not a personal slight. It's just a fact, devoid of emotional charge. This kind of objective understanding can prevent a lot of unnecessary heartache. It allows us to treat problems as they are, rather than as reflections of our self-worth. It helps us to set realistic expectations, to communicate more effectively, and to navigate the inevitable bumps in the road with grace and understanding. But objectivity is not just about problem solving, it's also about appreciation. When we see our relationships clearly, we can truly appreciate the good parts without being blinded by idealization or wishful thinking. We can love people for who they are, not for who we want them to be. Objectivity allows us to see our relationships clearly, warts and all, and that's a beautiful thing. Our final Stoic habit is practicing discomfort. Now you might ask, why would I want to be uncomfortable? Well, it's not about seeking pain, but about stepping out of our comfort zones to grow. You see, life isn't always smooth sailing, especially when it comes to relationships. There will be disagreements, misunderstandings, and times when you feel like you're not on the same page. That's where practicing discomfort comes in. This Stoic habit helps us become more resilient and adaptable. It's like going to the gym for your mind and emotions. When you lift weights, you're intentionally putting stress on your muscles so they can grow stronger. Similarly, when you practice discomfort, you're training your mind to handle adversity. Imagine how this can transform your relationships. You'll be better equipped to navigate challenges, to understand and empathize with your partner even when it's hard. You'll become a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. By practicing discomfort, you're preparing yourself for any storms that may come your way in your relationships. And there you have it, the 5 Stoic habits for healthier relationships. We've journeyed through the land of acceptance, understanding the power of embracing situations and people as they are. We've explored the realm of emotional responsibility, learning to own our feelings and reactions. We've lingered in the present, savoring its richness while letting go of past regrets and future anxieties. We've observed life through the lens of objectivity, stripping away biases to see things in their truest form. And finally, we've ventured into the territory of discomfort, realizing that growth happens outside our comfort zones. Incorporating these Stoic habits into your relationships can lead to profound changes. They can foster understanding, encourage openness, and nurture resilience. They can transform the way you interact with others and ultimately, the way you perceive yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more wisdom from the world of Stoicism. Remember, the key to healthier relationships is in your hands. Start practicing these Stoic habits today.